yet? Have I gone live yet? Who even knows? I've got 3 people waiting, but I don't know whether I can be seen. Can I be seen? Anyway, I got new slippers this week. Look at these. They are women, ladies, men's slippers. Women's, ladies, men's. Women's, ladies, men's. These slippers are women, ladies, men's. I got them because my slippers had broken. I don't know whether they're the ones I should have token, but they're the ones that I picked, and as you can see, they're very fine. Because the slippers are mine. They are now anyway, yes. Greetings. These slippers are women's, ladies, men's. They're for everybody. Women's, ladies, men's. That's the 3 sorts of people. Women's, ladies, men's. There's no other sort of people. Women's, ladies, men's. There's obviously other sorts of people, but these slippers are women's. Hello, blessed Sunday to you. Ladies, men's. They're for everybody. Woo! Women's, ladies, men's slippers. Look how wonderful they are. They're so fluffy. She's good because I had old ones. Women's, ladies, men's. That's what it says. I just got them because they were the cheapest ones available. They were £10. And I challenge you to find cheaper slippers online. I'm sure you could on like one of the many discount stores where you can get free gifts. I play a lot of online games and they've got a lot of adverts on them, and it's like, sign up for this, sign up for this. Hello, Philip. Sign up for this and you get a free gift. Sign up with all your information and you'll be bombarded for the rest of your life. And you'll have to give all your money to them. And you'll have to give them your wife if you've got one. And you have to give them your entire everything, the contents of your house, but you get a free gift. Hello, greetings, Scott. But I've got the women's, ladies, men's slippers. £10. They are from made in China. Everything's made in China, so that's not a surprise. But everything has been everything broke this week. It's absolutely yes. Hello, Arfingal and Scott and Chase and everybody that's here. Everything's broken. I headphones. My headphones broke the other week, and my dad's fixed them, and then they broke again. The actual earpiece, they were like these sort, and the headpiece fell off, and my dad fixed it. It was great. He was like, went out of his way, and then the jack point broke off a day later. I was like, no. And he said, well, you could use these other ones. I was like, okay, yes. So I did, and for 2 weeks they were great, and then the bit fell off. This bit fell off, and I glued it back on. I used two different sorts of glue, and it was just hopeless. And then I put super glue on. I was like, I have to be careful with super glue because I glued a lamp back together once with super glue, and I do not have any I've got fingers. I do not have any fingerprints anymore because I glued myself to the lamp, and in trying to tear myself off the fingerprints were left on the lamp basically. So I can do any crime and nobody will know it's me, except I've just told you that now. It was always me because I've got no fingerprints. So yes, women's, ladies, men's. And super glue, no super glue. So I'm unidentifiable. Nobody knows who I am. I'm elusive like the Scarlet Pimpernel. That was it was a bit Matt Berry, wasn't it? The Scarlet Pimpernel. So yes, so the headphones broke, but they fortunately stuck back together. But then I've got other ones that are like earphone headphones. They're like the tiny ones. And the little rubber end fell off. And I couldn't find it anywhere. And also, they've got a USB-C end, and I lost that. And they were useless to me. I couldn't put them in my phone or anything because I need the end, because they don't put proper headphone jacks in things anymore. So I was like, no. Unfortunately, my ex-flatmate and his woman, his lady, his Stephanie, if you will, that's her name. Thank you very much. They sent me a gift vouchers for my birthday. So I thought, right, I'm going to send for some new headphones and a USB thing, and then as soon as I sent for them, as soon as I sent for them, I found the little rubber bit and I found the thing to transfer it. It was like, oh no. And then I had a little bit left over, and what did I spend it on? Oh yes, because also my lead that actually charges it, just I spilled water on it and it didn't work. I was like, no, I will have to buy a new one. So I bought new ones. So the rest of the money went on these, and then as soon as I sent for them, the one that I had started working again. So that's good though. I've got spare ones now, so it was good. So they saved me, even though I didn't really need to be saved, because in the end I've got 2 lots of everything. So now I've got spares. I've got spare everything. I've got a spare USB-C jack thing, and I've got spare cables, and it's good too, because the one that I had, there was a charger and it had 2 USB-C anyway, it had 2 ends of these, and this one has got this end as well, the normal USB. So that's good, because if I'm on like trains and buses, which I'm not on very often, but on like coaches, they've got charging points, and they very rarely got actual plug points anymore. And so I'm on there going, I can't charge my phone, but now I can, because I've got this. So this can be my when I'm on a National Express, I can plug it in and I can charge things, and everything will be good. So it'll be good because I'm going to Birmingham in 2 weeks' time. And I don't know whether I'm using the train or the bus, because I might get my travel expenses paid, in which case I'm just going to live the life of luxury. And then I'm going to go to Edinburgh too. So maybe I don't know whether I'm going to get the bus or the train. It might be better. I don't know. But I've got options. That's my point. All the options. And I was supposed to go to Leicester next week, but there's a train strike, so I'm not going to Leicester. It wasn't a waste of money, no. It's good because I've got options now, but I can't go to Leicester anymore. And I really wanted to go. I'm talking to people, but I'm going to talk on Zoom instead, which is probably best because it saves everybody the money, and I don't have to go there and be put up for the night. I can just talk to them on Zoom and everything's good. So it all works out. It's like, yes, exactly. Why not take the Bentley? I'll just go, hello, expenses are paid. I've just bought my own multi-million pound travelling van thing. like that one that judge, that Supreme Court judge has got a big, like, what's it called? Not an MV, and the big ones that they can drive. I don't know what they're called, but they're great. They're like great, but they're too big for the roads in Britain, unfortunately. So it wouldn't be any good anyway. I'd have to just park it in the backyard. So yes, so things are going. I've got all things. My toothbrush is yellow because I noticed that my teeth were yellow, and I found out that your recreation, RV. That's right. I put the turmeric and baking soda and salt to try and make my teeth less. I know it's counterintuitive that something very yellow will make your teeth whiter, but I think it sort of works. Maybe not. They're even more yellow. I made them more yellow. Whoa. Yes, it works a little bit. So, they were more yellow than this. No, so I'll just keep using it. So that's why my toothbrush is yellow, and so are my teeth. Oh, thank you. Oh, you are now spoiling me. Thank you very much. La la la. Ooh, I'm actually, wow. I'm just like, woo, thank you. This is very good. Love Edinburgh. Edinburgh's good. Yes, baking soda and bauxite. Bauxite is that not like a cleaning fluid cleaning powder for like cleaning floors and things? I probably won't put that on my teeth, but thank you very much. Thank you, Philip. Hooray! It's the phone that you gave me as well. So I'm just benefiting all the way through. This is just, but I've got this now, so that's good. It works. No, it's for first aid. Oh, peroxide. Peroxide. It went quickly. Peroxide or bauxite. Bauxite is not the same thing as that. Bauxite. Is there a Suede song that's got every you and every me? Bauxite shoes I give to you. The bauxite shoes. That's probably not the words. I just think like bauxite isn't even a thing, is it? Bauxite. I've misheard a lyric, haven't I? I've completely misheard lyrics. Like my cousin thought that the song Happy Birthday to You, which is about... Who's it about? It's about, not Malcolm X, it's, Martin Luther King Jr. So, it's about Martin Luther. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Martin Luther King. Luther King. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Jr. Yes, got to put the junior. I was working with a teacher once that got very angry at me because I didn't put the junior on the end of it. Even though his father isn't actually very famous at all, I don't think. Martin Luther King. Anyway, my point is, my cousin thought that Happy Birthday to You was actually Happy Birthday Toya. Toya being Toya Wilcox. So she thought the song sung by Stevie Wonder was Happy Birthday Toya. Happy Birthday Toya. Happy Birthday Toya. Singing it differently for copyright purposes. So she thought that Stevie Wonder was singing a lovely song to Toya Wilcox, who was probably not famous outside Britain. Let's be honest, she's a great person. I interviewed her once. I interviewed her once about health food show she was doing on one of the minor cable channels in the early 2000s, and she told me, if you drink water, then you won't get a headache. And I wrote an article going, surprisingly, if you drink water, then you won't get a headache. And the sub-editor I was working with at the time changed it to, unsurprisingly, if you drink water, you won't get a headache. Now, I was surprised. I'm sorry. I get headaches a lot, and I was surprised that headaches might be because you are dehydrated. That was a surprise to me. So I wrote that. Yeah. But then she changed that, but I accidentally put that Mary Seacole was working in the Boer War. She wasn't. She was working in the Crimean. And that she was, right, so I accidentally put this in a Black History Month thing about Mary Seacole because I wasn't concentrating. I know it's the Crimean. I know it's not the Boer War. But I wasn't concentrating. Anyway, there was a load about other things. She didn't change that. So then I got a phone call from somebody all angry, and I thought, they were like, she wasn't even in the Boer War. I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. And then he started ranting about me that I'd even talked about Mary Seacole. Mary Seacole's very important. Mary Seacole is in an episode of Doctor Who, and therefore she wins. Not the real Mary Seacole. Obviously, it was an actor playing Mary Seacole, because Mary Seacole died quite a long time ago because she is from the Victorian era. And she was at the same time as Florence Nightingale. I'm doing Matt Berry again. Florence Nightingale. But she wasn't famous until fairly recently because everybody had forgotten her. Anyway, the point was, people mishear and get things wrong. I can't believe that the sub-editor put me in it by letting me make a stupid mistake. And a stupid mistake, but it'll be in print forever. Fortunately, you probably can't see it because you'd have to get that particular magazine, and it's not online. And the only reason that you know about this is because I've told you about this now, so now I look like a fool. But I mean, it's quite easy to make a terrible faux pas and embarrass yourself. Because one time, because I was working for the magazine, I probably told you about this before, but I was like really happy because I was going to interview the person that played Xena, Warrior Princess, who was in something about, she was presenting a thing for one of the minor cable channels again, about heroines of history. So I was going to interview her because she was doing the voices or whatever, she not the voices, but the voiceover, the bits where go and la la la, this heroine in between. So it was, I don't know whether she was on screen. She might have been, she must have been. I can't even remember now. Anyway, I was gonna go and see her, so I went. It was between Vauxhall and Elephant and Castle, so I decided to walk, and I walked, and there's this pub that was like an abandoned pub that had like photo shoots inside. So I knocked on this door. It was like, this looks like just an abandoned pub. is this the right place? So I knocked on the door of the pub, which seemed to be the right place, but it wasn't properly labelled. And I was like, And this tall blonde woman opened the door, and I went, hello, I'm supposed to be interviewing Lucy Lawless. And then I looked at this person and I went, you are Lucy Lawless, aren't you? And she was like, yes. And I was like, yeah, of course you are. She didn't look like Xena Warrior Princess, because she's a natural blonde sort of colour, like sandy blonde. And she looked thinner and taller and blonder than Xena Warrior Princess. She's a very nice woman, but I interviewed her and she was very friendly and nice, and she didn't hold it at all against me that I had no clue when she opened the door. Because it's just in the middle of, between Vauxhall and Eleven and Castle, you do not expect to see Xena Warrior Princess opening a pub door. Let's be honest, you don't. Anyway, she was very nice. But that was my fault. What a faux pas. La la la, la la la. This is what happened. Like, I was flyering in Edinburgh once. Flyering, as you do, for my show. I was like, flyering people. And I went to fly somebody and I went, oh no, you're Ian Hislop off the TV, Ian Hislop. And I was like, hello, come see my show, Ian Hislop off the TV, Ian Hislop. And I was like, I don't blame you, Ian Hislop off the TV. I wouldn't either. At least you're not like Les Dennis, who just completely blanked me entirely, even though Barry Criver had bought me a drink and I was sitting at the table. I was the only person that wasn't famous that was sitting at the table, and Les Dennis said hello to every other person there except for me, because I'm not famous. I'm not holding it against Les Dennis. He wasn't to know, but he sort of went like this to me. Even though everyone else was nice and kind. Les Dennis. Anyway, that's more of a sort of celebrity name dropping. I'm bringing this up because I still haven't seen Baby Reindeer, but this week there's been a kerfuffle because people that are not named in Baby Reindeer, and apparently the person that tried to make it so that they were unidentifiable, things that were based on real people but not actually the facts and figures for the real. He said that specifically, but then people have gone out of their way to go, that person's that person, and that person's that person, and that person said that thing, and that person must be that person because that person did something else to that person. And it was like, woo. So name dropping's not good. Don't name drop. Never name drop. I've done it, but I can back it up that Les Dennis blagged me and I made a complete fool of myself with the other people. I've met a lot of famous people, but I am not famous myself. I thought maybe I'd met Richard Gadd, but I don't think I have. I've never met Richard Gadd. I can say that for sure. I'm sure he's not a cad. He looks quite demure. I don't know anything about him. I thought he was Welsh. He's actually Scottish. What do I know? He's from somewhere. Now he's somewhere else, and good luck to him, he's doing really well, and he's got a special thing on Netflix, but I haven't got that, and I haven't got anything. But in 2017 I did a show about stalking. I did it first. He did it in 2019. I did it in 2017. I only did a 2-off, not even a 1-off. I did a couple of shows about that sort of thing. I thought it was really good. Maybe he was in the audience. Maybe he copied me. Probably didn't, because I'm sure that his things are true, obviously, but mine were true as well. But I'm not famous, am I? I think you can tell, so I can't get away with that sort of thing. And I haven't got a Netflix special, and I probably never will. And I'm also not Fleabag. Maybe I'm a rat bag. Who knows? Oh, thank you very much. Everyone knows who I am if they've seen me. But not very many people have. So yeah, thank you very much. You've my ego is swollen. Now, I said last week that I'd lost £9. Not in money and in weight. Actually, I'd lost more than £9 in money because I was trying to fight the system because I had been overcharged for buses. You're supposed to tap in and tap out. And see, my week everything's gone wrong. So I spent the whole week I was like, nobody from customer service is getting back to me. Why have they charged me so much for buses? And I contacted them and there was no reply. And I contacted them again and there was no reply. And I thought, right, Twitter X Twitter is not very good for much, really. But what it is good for is embarrassing companies in public. So I tweeted about it and immediately got somebody from the customer service to give me my money back. And it was like, you just got to make a fuss in public, and they do it. Yes, customer services. I think a lot of the customer services have got bots now. And that's the trouble. They've got bots. But I'm pretty sure that the one on Twitter was a real person because they'd made spelling mistakes and everything. And they were quirky. So if that is AI, it's a very, the Turing test. They passed it with flying colours, this AI, if it wasn't AI, because the first thing was like automated. But then once they started talking to me, it was like, yeah, all right. And then I was like, well, they were like, well, probably you didn't tap out. I was like, I did tap out. I absolutely did. But the thing is, the terminals on those stupid buses are often out. And do you think that I should maybe tap the one by the driver and ask them questions? And they're like, yeah, you should probably do that. It's like, and you should make a fuss and you should tell the local bus services. It's like, I should do that. But to be honest, I got my money back now, so I'm not bothered about that anymore. Because I wasn't even going to... I'm afraid to take the bus because they charge me so much. I do not want to risk it. Risk it for a biscuit. I do not want to go anywhere if I'm going to be charged a huge amount of money every time I do it. So I didn't. I just stayed in my house. I actually went for a walk today. Whoa! I've got footage and everything. I've got the spooky tree that seems to be the entrance to the Hellmouth. And I will put that up at some point. Maybe I'll do it. What I'll do is I'll put it up so that the people that are my members... That sounds rude. I've apparently got 10 people that are members. And thank you very much. I didn't notice because they don't tell you. I checked and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I should be doing stuff for you. So I'll put up the little thing for you, the video, later, and then you'll get to see it exclusively for a day or two, and then it will be released to the hordes, the general public. Yay! So that will be ready by so you get to see it first, if indeed that is what you wish. And and I have to do lots of little other special little things for people, but I can't think because I'm lazy and I don't know and I've got no clue, and I still haven't finished my vegetable book, which I keep meaning to do, but there's a lot of things I keep putting off because this week has been full of things breaking. Like the toilet paper didn't break. I got toilet paper that didn't have proper perforations this week. It's like, can anything else go wrong? Everything. Because also, I saw a video where somebody said that if you put this stuff underneath your eyes, then it's supposed to like stop your eyes, stop puffiness in your eyes. I think the same thing with pile cream, somebody said as well, but specifically with Factor 50. So I stuck it under my eyes just as I was about to go to bed, which would have been fine. I was like, maybe it's worked, but then I slept with it was too close to my eye, so I woke up and I was like, ma. It's not good because then I got it in my eyes. So do not do that because it's a silly thing to do. And I don't think it really worked either. I woke up with sort of puffy eyes, so it's counterproductive. So probably don't do that. But I was like, well, the reason that I did it is because the person in the video had the exact same brand. And I was just sitting there, lying there, because I was just about to go to bed. And I was like, but I've got that right next to my bed. I don't even know. It's Factor 50, which is mostly full, which is quite old. I'm like, what have I got that next to my bed for? There's no sun in here. So I stuck it on my eyes. That's what I did. and I don't think it worked, but it was an experiment. I don't know what the point of that is. The point is things go wrong, and I had a lot of sunscreen in my eyes in the morning because it's like wow. No good. Don't do that. But this is stuff everywhere. I keep buying these when they're on special offer. So now and then I can't find them. And then I went, oh, there's 3 of them. I've got too many now. I've got nothing. Then I've got everything. The same thing that happened with the cords and the headphones and the USB and everything. I've got nothing. And then I've got all of it. It's all or nothing, isn't it? All or nothing. Gives you 10 minutes of the thing that will be members. Nobody knows. 10 random something. Exactly. Time to buy everyone a drink. Aha! If only I had the money. I just have to give you your money back. Through a drink. A virtual drink. How do I do a virtual drink? I just make a little sort of cocktail icon. And you can all have a cocktail icon. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what's going on with that. I'd enabled it and then went, oh, now I don't know what to do. I got that. There is exclusive content for members. There's about 4 or 5 things that they wouldn't let me monetize anyway. I was like, well, I think they're good. You can have it if you're a member. And then I feel that that's all worthwhile. La la la. I've got loads of things that I need to stick up. Yeah. Projects. French drain. Oh, bye bye. Have a good French drain. I don't know what a French drain is, but I'm sure it sounds very meaningful. So that's good. Productive and helpful. I tell you what, I think I'm good. Yes, you need that shovel. Yes. Shovel. Use your shovel. I like manual labour. Manual labour is good and it's very, very satisfying. I find. Take care, Scott. Manual labour's good. Manual labour's great. Manual labour should be more rewarded than it is, but actually it's great in itself anyway. Yay! No roots. Talking of which, I found out that you're not supposed to eat rotten ginger this week. And then I had some ginger in a jar that's been hanging around for a while, and I had some food. I thought, oh, I'm trying to keep away from like mayonnaise and fatty things, so I'll put some of this ginger in a jar because that's very low calorie on my food. And I ate some of it. I was like, I think this has gone past its date. I think this ginger is slightly off. So then I got really worried because it was like somebody said that it's instant death if you eat ginger that's got mold on it. And I'm like, I don't know whether it had mold on it, but it did taste mighty weird. But I put a lot of lemon juice on it as well. So I'm hoping that the lemon juice somehow killed all of the whatever it was that was in the ginger. I'm still here as far as I know. Am I here? Is this me? Am I just hallucinating? Is this all a figment of my imagination? Oh no! Never eat the ginger. You shouldn't. No. Exactly. Never eat rotten anything, but I did not know it was rotten. That's the trouble with rotten things. You eat them and you find out that you are now a dead person because you've eaten the rotten thing. That's probably what happened in the Garden of Eden. Yeah, lutefisk. Yes, exactly. And a lot of cheeses are supposed to be rotten, and that's how you ease them. Cheese, that is rotten. And alcohol is really just rotten things, and quite a lot of things are actually quite rotten. And also, that's how they made Worcestershire sauce. By leaving things in a barrel, fermented things are actually rotten things. Let's be aware of that. The ginger in the jar was not cheaper than the fresh, but I thought it would stay and keep longer, and I could use it when I needed it, but it didn't taste very nice, and it especially didn't taste very nice because I opened it quite a long time ago and forgot about it in the back of the fridge, and it was a little bit wrong. So then I got rid of all what was left, and so it wasn't really cheaper in the long run. So no, I would go with frozen next time. Frozen ginger will not rot. It might get freezer burnt because you've forgotten it, but it will not get rotten unless your freezer has gone off, and if the apocalypse comes, then that is very likely. Yes, a little bit of fresh ginger at a time. Yes, a tiny bit, just tiny bit, and eat it all up. I do like ginger. I thought that genetically you'd think that if you like ginger, that your parents probably like the same things as you. But no, I bought ginger because I was doing the shopping for my mother, and I bought ginger biscuits for her, like gluten-free ginger biscuits. And then she said, "Stop buying ginger biscuits. I don't like ginger." I was like, "You don't like ginger? How can you not like ginger? Everything ginger," especially since her hair used to be ginger. Actually, it wasn't. It was red, but not ginger red. It was more, because that's what I found out. She used to have red hair. She was like, "I'm not ginger. I've got auburn hair." And it was like, yeah, right. Anyway, she went white, grey quite early on and dyed it and stuff. So, when we had our DNA done, there's a specific gene that is the ginger gene. And I had like streaks of red through the brown hair. So I thought, maybe we've got the ginger gene. I would always say I've got red hair. It's like not very red, only in the sun. When the sun shines on it, it looks red. But no, we do not have the ginger gene. She's inexplicably had red hair, but not because she's got the ginger gene, and it was natural too. So that's weird. So maybe that's it. Antipathy towards ginger because you're not a proper ginger. You're a day walker, as they said in South Park. Walker. Yeah, but spooky. So yeah, so that's that, and that's this, and that's that. Gingers have the freckles too, exactly. My mum did have sort of freckles, I think, but they faded with age, which is what they've done to me. I used to have a freckly face, very freckly, and I used to have freckly arms, and they've faded. I've still got a few little freckles, but I used to be freckly all over, freckly back, a freckly face and freckly arms and freckles everywhere, and they are a little bit freckly, but they're blending in really. You can't really tell. But then again, I used to have like hair on my arms, and that's all fallen off. I think I like molted or something. That's not. You don't really necessarily want hair on your arms, but then it disappears, and you go, "What? Where did that go?" So I think I might have a little bit of alopecia, and also I think I might have a little bit of vitiligo because I had like a white patch. So maybe that's the problem. I did have freckles and they've bleached off me. They've all fallen off. So that's the trouble. So anyway, this is my week. Everything has fallen apart, but in the end I still have everything I need, so does it matter? And I did not... The ginger, whatever, if it does not kill you, it makes you stronger. Did the ginger make me stronger? Maybe I've got mutant powers from eating it. Who even knows? Could be. I've got mutant powers. I'm just like these butterflies. I've metamorphosed with butterflies. Wow, it's like a... What's it called? Zoetrope. Wow, it's like a moving picture. Look how that is. Whoa, amazing. Anyway, that's not what it's called. Anyway, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to Leicester, but I will be going to Birmingham as long as there are any train strikes at the end of the month. And obviously I'm going to Edinburgh in August. So I'll see you this time next week here, because I'm not going anywhere. And the week after is Doctor Who. Woo, 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 woo. Woo. So, bye. So I'll be doing a live next Sunday and Sunday after. I probably won't do one the Sunday after that because I've been in Birmingham doing things and having a slap up meal because that's one thing. This place I'm going, they give you some free food. It's like, yes, I'm going to Birmingham to eat free food. I'm supposed to be doing work, but it's mainly about the free food. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Have a lovely week and make the most of all the experiences. Ha ha ha. Yes, have a very good week, everyone. Bye 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 bye. See ya. Oh yes, very well. Farewell and favourable winds to you too. Bye bye.